This is Andrew Hogue for Soundwave Radio 2014 on andrewhogue.com, and one of my highlight bands that I always welcome immensely back to Australia. They've been here countless times now, is the mighty Clutch. We do have Dan Maines from the band sitting in front of us now at Soundwave 2014. And always a breath of fresh air, just getting new Clutch music. Of course, Earth Rocker came out last year, was in my top 10.
Thank you.
Just a great band. I've always been a massive fan of this band. I'm blowing smoke from the get-go.
Thank you.
But I just thought I'd welcome you to Soundwave Radio here on andrewhogue.com. Dan Maines.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
No worries. And we've seen the industry change so rapidly in the last 4 or 5 years. It's almost like it's difficult for any band to have any longevity if they've just been around for, the last 6 or 7 or 8 years, let alone Clutch has been probably 2 decades now.
Yep.
But to me, I see Clutch as a band have always made music for the right reasons, and that's purely because you love playing music together. The lineup you guys have kept intact is an absolute testament to the relationships you've kept all through music. I'm sure everyone has their ups and downs, but for most bands who would have packed it in over the years, certainly have, but Clutch just keep getting better and better. I mean, every record is just always an amazing trip in itself, especially Neil's lyrics. To me, you're just a one-off band. What keeps you inspired, and what helps keep Clutch together as a unit?
I think it's just the love of playing our music live, like actually getting up on stage and playing our shows is something that, believe it or not, a lot of bands kind of dread, going on tour and spending that time playing the shows, and that's something that we actually really enjoy, and that's probably what we enjoy most, hands down. It's like going into the studio and writing songs and recording them. That's great, but the fruit of your labors is actually getting up on stage and playing the songs, seeing the crowd react to your music, and you feeding off of that as well. And that's something that I think is kind of like the recipe for our success, really, is playing live shows and playing as often as possible. And it kind of blows my mind that we only make it out to Australia every 4 years or so. I wish it would be more than that, and hopefully it will change. But every time we come here, it's an amazing experience.
I mean, like I said, fans are very dedicated to Clutch, and not only just because they like the music, but they see how dedicated you guys are at your craft. And like I said earlier on about the fact that you've kept it together this long is purely a testament to the fact that you still enjoy what you're doing, and people can see that honesty. And what I love about Clutch, again, that you just cannot be defined. So many bands today, everyone gets chucked in a pigeonhole, but I think you guys have escaped that over the years by just releasing such great music that people hear Clutch and they go, it's Clutch. And the fact that, again, you've always stood alone, or the odd band out, some would say, opening up for lots and lots of heavy bands that people would say, what the hell are they doing on the bill? But almost at a point where there's sort of a hidden respect from some of those headliners crowd, that you're like the odd band that people just, okay, they're cool. I'm not sure if you get that, but I see that a lot from...
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's been plenty of shows we played with opening up for other bands that on paper just didn't seem like it would work, and even when we're on stage, you can only see so far. Sometimes when you're on stage, you're seeing the first 3 or 4 rows of people.
Yeah.
And when you're opening up, you're seeing those diehard fans of the band that are playing after you, and they're the ones that...
Slayer fans.
They're actually, the Slayer fans were great to us.
Yeah.
I mean, we were expecting...
well, everyone expects that. Yeah. I remember Soundwave 2010, I think I had to get up and basically make the announcement that they weren't playing. So I got bottled. It was right here at this venue. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, you just, you can't pick and choose who's going to like your music. You have to play to as many different people as you can. And it's been surprising to see, people that You know, like for instance, the Marilyn Manson tour we did in '95, I think it was, back in the States, was right around the time when they were starting to really break big. And that tour was about 3 months long. And it was interesting for us because we were able to see kind of like how they were moving up and up into larger venues as the tour moved on. But, you know, getting up on stage and just seeing those first few rows of people in black eyeliner and black fingernails giving us the bird, we're thinking, you know, what kind of a mistake have we made? But in the end, you know, I think we won over a lot of people from that tour. And
is that purely by just having guts and no intimidation? Just say, look, this is who we are.
No, I think it's just, you know, like you said, you know, we're kind of hard
to pigeonhole,
to categorize.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that's a struggle that we had with a lot of labels that we were on. We were on Atlantic and Columbia, East West. I mean, these labels didn't have a clue really how to market us because we didn't fit into a specific kind of a genre, like you said.
And it makes you think now when you realise that people back then were looking for original music. Today, everything has to be pigeonholed in order to be sold. And I'm thinking, is original music becoming a dying commodity because nothing is original when everything has to be boxed now by the fans, by the label, publicists, or by the media? It's like there's no escape from it anymore.
I think it sells people short.
Yep.
I mean, the idea of us touring with somebody like Marilyn Manson was actually a genius idea because even the Marilyn Manson fans didn't realize that they actually may like our music if they were forced to listen to it for 45 minutes. And, you know, I think the next time we came around in those cities and we were able to see, you know, some of the people from those concerts showing up at our own shows, you know, was testament to that fact. And, you know, I think that kind of sums up our crowd, I think. It's just music fans, people who go to shows. They're not sitting at home downloading music on their computer, you know, getting recommendations from a computer program based on your last purchase. You know, they're out living, you know, musical experiences. And I think that in turn kind of breeds a lifelong fan for the band as well.
Well, again, it's an absolute pleasure to have Clutch back in Australia, and we can get you to choose one of your favourite Clutch tracks of all time to conclude our chat down here on Soundwave Radio on andrewhogue.com.
Let's see, the Wolfman kindly requests.
All right, done. All the best, and again, salute the mighty Clutch that's here right now on Soundwave Radio.